What's going on, everyone? What we're doing today is we're working on this Polaris here, my Edge, my blue one, the one I've been working on. I was working on wrapping the pipes. I still got a wrap right here, right there. I already did there. So what we're gonna do is these go to the key switch. We're gonna wire in the perc reverse. So this sled never came with it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use the key switch, like if we're in the fucking, start position. That is gonna be our reverse. So you turn it like start, and that would shut the sled off, start it up in reverse. So this is our wiring here. Just unplug it from here. This one was for another switch, so I used for demonstrate, test it, make sure it works. This is off a 04 Pro X. That CDI box is, I'll flip it over and give you a part number here in a little bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to wire in the reverse for this. We're going to wire it up to this switch right here, right to this guy. And then these are your temperature wires. Normally it would go up to here, but it'd be all the way down there, so it plugs in. That's your kill wire coming out of your CDI box. This all comes right out of the CDI box. So this is your kill wire that goes up to your, your key switch, your kill switch, your throttle kill switch. But we're gonna wire it into these wires right here. So this one's your main battery wire that goes up to your key switch to give you your 12 volts. This is when you turn the key to the start position. This one goes into the solenoid. That's why it's round. It goes right into the solenoid. That normally would be all right here, the battery, and then the solenoid would be bolted in these two holes right here. But this sled never came with it. But all these edges are wired the same. They all got the same wiring. This is an 02 that I'm putting reverse on. I believe that's an 03 CDI box out of an RMK. It doesn't have the knock sensor in it. So if you're gonna wire it in, because this motor don't have the provision in the bottom of the head for the knock sensor to bolt in, which is why I'm using that CDI box, which I gotta get another one for my other sled. That's what's important about this clutch right here. This is off a 07. So yeah, we'll get into it. Alright, some more on this. What you're going to want to do is run this one to a ground, which should be over here to the motor or the chassis. Doesn't matter. Run it to a ground. And then this one here is the one that you want to wire into this one here. That wire. So that's what you're going to want to do. You're going to want to, this one's going to want to, you're going to want to go into there, into here with this one, and then run this one to ground. And then when you turn the key switch, be in here. That's that red wire here, this one here. And then on the other side, it'll be that red and white one. I already looked at the wiring diagram, so when you turn it to the start position, they make contact. And then those run all the way down to here. So this one to ground, and then this one to this wire here. I was trying to remove this bolt, didn't want to come out. So I got a screw here. I'm going to try and stuff it out in that hole. You see, I was just trying to get that out. So I'll try to get that to work, see if I can get the screw go down in there. Now I'll have to drill it a little bigger, put a bolt nut in it, so I can put an eyelet on it. I already got eyelets, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to put an eyelet on it. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to ground this to there. I'm going to run a wire up to here, and we're just going to test it out and see if it works, and then I'll wrap everything up, make it look pretty. Alright, you guys ready to see how much of a ding dong I am? I just got this sitting here in case stuff goes haywire. Okay, got that sitting there. Alright, yeah, let's give it a try. I haven't had this running since the last video I did. So, let's try and fire it up. Alrighty. That's starting, I gotta figure out why. Everything's plugged in, I move stuff around. Alright, let's just unplug this, see if this is the problem. See if that ground is grounding it out. This thing pulls like a bear. Alright, still not starting. Alrighty. Give her some more rips and see what happens. We're in the garage. I got the door open. I didn't turn the heat on because I knew I was going to open the door. It's still burning off all the oil because I rebuilt that motor. If you want to see how I did it, it's in a previous video. But yeah, there it is. The perc works. That's how I'm wiring it in. If you want to do it the same way, then there you go. I'll get you a part number on that box. I'll do that right now. Before I asphyxiate myself too much. Then I gotta finish tidying up this wiring and stuff. Alright, so to get the perc on these, I listed it in the video when I was building this motor, all the part numbers. I got everything, you know, most everything from an 04. This box off of 04 800 Edge. Part number is 4010842. So build date 7/28/03. That's, you know, you're gonna want it from like a 03 or 04 RMK. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.